So, without further ado, let's go over whether or not these cattle made profit or not. Do we want to put that in this video, or does that need to be a whole separate video? Let's just stick it in here, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody going to be around this long?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you got to stick till the end if you want to know if they made a profit.
Oh.
Should be good on sound and visual quality today.
So why do we do intros? We had a lady tell us the other day that why does everybody that creates a YouTube video think they have to make an intro? We don't need that. Just get straight to the video. Well, it's just kind of standard practice. You just kind of make an introduction about, hey, here's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. That way you can kind of just decide if you want to watch it or not, I guess.
Some people, I feel like some people that watch our videos too, like you might just stumble across for the first time, so you don't even know what you're getting into. So I feel like that's another reason an intro is important, but I don't know. I think we keep most of our intros short and sweet. Some of them are just bloopers from the video. But
yep. But we're going to pin these heifers right here. They're already following us back over here. And
they're a wild bunch.
They're going to the sale barn today. And when I say sale barn, I'm using that term loosely. It is we are taking them to a sale barn, but they're going to a special replacement female sale that's going to be held on Saturday. We're currently filming on Thursday, and we're going to haul them up there today. That way they'll be up there tonight and tomorrow on feed and hay, and then hopefully they'll fill up from any stress of moving them around today and be Saturday morning. By the time the sale starts, they'll be full and looking like they were right now. So I'm going to dump out some cubes for these girls, and then we're going to drive around them and shut the gate and then go get the trailer.
Can I get out or not?
Yeah, come on, girls. So these heifers are all coming 2-year-olds, 24 months old. They're all 7 and 8 months bred, and we're, like I said, we're going to put them in this special replacement female sale. And let's jump in the truck and we'll talk about it as we go get the trailer. How's that?
And you can refer back a couple videos because y'all watched us clip them and preg check them, get their health papers.
Had them, yep.
Do we need to bring those with us?
Yes.
Today?
Yes.
Cody said make sure.
Do you know where they're at?
Of course I do. You told me put them where I can find them.
Yeah, I know where you put them, but I'm curious to know if you
in my desk drawer.
Okay. So, yeah, check back on that video if you want to see what they look like before sale day. We didn't do a lot. We just cleaned their heads up, cleaned their ears up a little bit, and got them just kind of looking a little classier, a little prettier. It's like if you're going to the dance, you might get you a haircut or get your hair did. That's all we did.
I clean up every day for you.
Most days you don't even get out of your pajamas. All right, let's shut these gates.
Oh, I was wondering why Bub's truck was at work. I forgot he said he had to take the feed truck today. Or the white truck or something. Some other truck.
So the sale that these girls are going to be in will have everything from open heifers, which means they haven't been bred yet. Maybe we're to break down what these different terminologies means if you've never watched a video of ours before. So heifer means they haven't had a calf yet. And then when you get to a pair, that means it's a cow and a calf that's already had her calf and her calf is with her. And bred heifers obviously means that they are bred, but they haven't had their calf yet. So there'll be open heifers at this sale, meaning they've never been with a bull before. There'll be bred heifers similar to what we have here, which means they have been exposed to a bull. They are bred, and there'll be stuff, I'm sure there'll be some light bred stuff that'll calve later in the spring, meaning they may only be 3 or 4 months bred. And these are what we call heavy bred heifers. 7, 8s, and 9s are normally what, a cow carries a calf for about 9 months. So a 7 and 8 months bred is normally what you're going to call a heavy bred heifer. These heifers will start calving in December and January, which is pretty mild around here in Central Texas, so it's not a big deal for that. There'll be some pairs there, some cows that got some calves on the ground already. So it's just kind of we call it a special sale, meaning that it's just a good group of multiple different breeds. We'll have Angus, there'll be some Tiger Stripes, there'll be all different breeds. There's even some Red Brahmins are going to be there, some Brangus, a little bit of everything. So buyers can come in from online and bid. They can come in from anywhere they want to and sit down, and there'll be a good group of a good selection to choose from. So,
and I guess one difference I would say, thinking about it from a person that doesn't go to a lot of sales, maybe, is it's not a sale that you just show up at and bring a single cow or something, or a single calf to. You register early and sign up and say, I'm going to bring this set.
Right. You have to. It's a consignment, so you let them know like we let the guys know 3 months ago that we were going to be bringing these heifers to put in the sale.
And they come out early and film around and get some footage and pictures of different sets they're going to be there.
And this group of guys, they really wanted to be sure that they're having a good offering of high quality cattle, so they made sure they went through and looked at everybody's cattle to make sure that hey, these meet the standards that they want for their sales.
Training now.
Starting to rain, so we're going to jump in the truck and go hook the trailer up. When we built our lots here, our original lots, 13, 14 years ago? I guess it was 13 years ago. It was right before we
built our lots? These lots?
No, I guess not.
Almost 17. Bub's turned 17
Yeah,
in 2
17
weeks.
years ago. When we built this set of pens 17 years ago, we built them there because that's where an existing pen was, and it's like, hey, we're already using that to pen cattle in. Let's build it better. It was actually a hay pen that we turned into a set of working lot chutes or pens and everything. But the major downfall of this set of pens up here is when it rains, it gets extremely slick trying to get over to where our loadout is, and I have buried multiple pickups this time of year trying to get over there. I'm only putting this on. We're driving in the pasture because of seatbelts. It's gonna ding.
It'll ding for y'all. But we do wear our seatbelts on the highway.
We do, but in the pasture, I don't normally wear it. So back to our discussion is that if I would really probably prefer to take these heifers like late tomorrow afternoon, I'd probably pin them, normally I would like pin them this afternoon and put them on hay and get them filled up good. But we've got a big chance of rain later this afternoon. It's supposed to start raining about 3 o'clock. It looks like the light rain is starting to hit right now.
But like flooding rains.
Big chance of rain.
Flooding
a couple of inches. And if it rains a couple inches tonight, later today and in the morning, then it's going to be really hard to get those cattle out without having to use a tractor. And hey, let's just get them now. We might get a little wet on us right now, but it shouldn't be too big a deal. So
I forgot my seatbelt was on my
microphone.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't ribbon. It's raining out our family pictures today. We actually have a new it's like a internet friend that I met. She's coming from Fort Worth to take our pictures, but we had to cancel because of the rains coming in to take our pictures. And we had to cancel and postpone, which stinks because the heifers were going to be in the pictures.
Oh, they were?
I thought that you wanted that too.
I didn't want family pictures. I'm just going along. But, anytime we take family pictures, we use them.
Some cattle in the background, which will still have steers in the background. And for the naked eye, you won't know the difference having cattle in the background. But I was hoping for big, fat red heifers in the background. So we're going to do them next Tuesday, which is supposed to rain until then. So that should be fun.
Family photos are never fun.
We had a lot of fun last time. Last year was not bad.
Why do we have to? Well, I guess we didn't get ours from last year, so we're having to redo them. But
y'all let me know if you want behind the scenes videos. I feel like that was one of the best things we did last year, was like set up a video camera the whole time we were. It was kind of the only way we got a lot of the footage, because we ended up not getting our pictures back. But it was really priceless, like video footage, I feel like. But I was thinking this year I might like make a whole actual long form video, 15 minutes or something maybe for y'all. And I want to shout out my girl, my photographer girl, because she is pretty cool. What was that? Your trailer was too low?
Little too low.
All right, I'm not getting out with y'all because it's raining. We'll be back. All right. I'm going to stay under the little shed while Cody pushes him around. Can you push him around by yourself?
Maybe.
Or I can set it up and I can come help you.
I thought I had a flag under here, but I don't.
We don't have a waterproof camera with us. That's what we get for using this one.
Well, you can't keep up on the editing of the other one, so.
I'll help you. I'll set this up right there.
I'll watch the water talk.
Hey girls. Hey girls. Hey. Hey. Hey girls. Hey. Hey girls. Hey girls. Hey.
Walk up there, girl.
Come on. Run, Cody, run!
Alright, you shut that gate and I'll go get the rest of it load, ready to load. Alright, girls. Up the alley, girls. Come on, girls. Hey, 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 yep. Hiya, hey, hey, yep, yep. Around the corner, girls. Yep. Hiya, hey, hey. Walk up there. Yep. Hey. Hey. Perfecto.
I think we made it just in time.
Yeah, just in time. It looks like it's fixing to come a good downpour on us. We're gonna head on out.
I didn't eat any lunch. Are we gonna get lunch?
There ain't nothing to eat between here and there. Unless you want to stop at the fire station and get you a hamburger out of the...
Good thing I brought my handy dandy old
You got your
beef
chomps.
sticks, yeah. All right, I'll catch y'all up when we get there.
Catch up when we get to the sale barn.
All right, we made it to the sale barn.
Made it to the sale barn. And it's not raining over here, so that'll be nice. But we're going to get over here and see about getting unloaded. I think we come around from the wrong direction.
Have you ever been here?
Yeah, but I don't hardly ever remember it. Guess we could unload over there, but it looks like somebody's backed up there. I think they got another unload right there. Maybe it's a loadout. They got 3 of them right there. Guess we'll see where they want us before we get up here and get in the way.
Pause.
Walk up. Y'all, so we've come back over. It's Friday night now. We dropped the heifers off on Thursday afternoon. Good thing we went ahead and loaded them and brought them yesterday, because we got about 1.5 inches of rain yesterday, so it would have been a mess trying to get the heifers out today if we hadn't have brought them.
The bottom dropped out like the minute we left here.
Yeah, right after we left the sale barn. But it's currently Friday night now. We came over. The guys have just got finished kind of sorting everything out, getting their sale order decided. And what we came over for really was to kind of see what the sale order was going to be, kind of walk through the cattle before everybody else gets here, get a chance to look at them, because like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, my job here, what the guys asked me to do was, number one, was to tell y'all about the sale, and number two, for me to kind of introduce the cattle as they come into the ring. So if you're not familiar, I'm gonna let Mom hold that. So if you're not familiar with the way a livestock auction works, what happens is here in this kind of hole will sit your auctioneer, the man that usually starts the livestock, whether it's sheep and goats or cattle. You've got somebody that's writing tags down, writing tickets down, like who the buyer is, what the cattle weighed, and then down behind them you've got somebody that's assigning pins where they go. You know, okay, Cody Archie from Bar 7 Ranch bought this. That when they slide that ticket down, you see who the buyer is, and then that guy determines, or that woman, whoever's sitting back there, determines where they're going to pin them in the back. So they've got a list. Okay, pin number 67 is going to be assigned to Bar 7, and that's where they're going to pin the cattle that I buy that day. So lots of stuff going on there. But as those cattle come in the ring, they're going to come in here. I've never been to this sale barn, but
you haven't?
No.
Oh, I was like, I've never been in here. So
what I'm thinking is they're probably going to come in from this side over here, and they're going to exit over there, but I'm not positive about that. Just kind of looking, this chair right here is going to maybe probably push them out. I'm not real sure. So, but they're going to come in. Once they come in, they're going to move around here in the ring, and the people sitting up in the stands get a look at them, get to see what they are. The auctioneer starts them off, the bidding goes, and then even before the bidding's over, they'll open the gate and send them on out. I'd have to look over there. I bet that's the scales over there. If that's the scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the scales. So that's where they're going to go out. Usually you weigh them on the way out. And they'll go out over there, and when the bid's finished, the next set will come in, and you just kind of want to keep it flowing. So going to be a good turnout. I think there's about 670, 680 head here. Like I said, there's everything from pairs all the way down to open heifers and everything in between. So right now, let's go out, and we're going to maybe get on the catwalk and just kind of take an overhead view and kind of go see what they've got going on in the back.
I'm going to give you all a look at what it looks like here inside the ring. So this is what the seating looks like. This is kind of typical inside of a sale barn.
Yeah, kind of stadium style seating.
Kind of a typical setup. This is a kind of a large one for.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty big room for a Central Texas sale barn. This
is bigger than the two that we usually frequent.
Yeah, I think so. All right, well, let's go take a look at let's go at this door right over here maybe, and
I'll follow you.
See if we can find the catwalk.
Hopefully it's not too dark out there.
The lights are on in the barn. Let's see if we can find us a catwalk to get on.
I hate catwalks. Just so y'all know, I hate catwalks.
You storage. I'm just opening doors and seeing what they are.
We've never been here.
Oh, here's a catwalk.
Here's a catwalk.
So.
I hate the catwalks. I'm afraid of heights, if y'all didn't know. Oh, is that the scales on this side?
I can't tell. I don't.
We don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
Let's get up here and see. You coming?
Yep.
Children must have an adult supervision. Good thing I'm here for you, Erica.
I feel like if you could hold this, then I would have a hand to hold on with.
Okay.
So that would make me feel better.
Yeah, I would say this is probably the side they're going to come in from, because this looks like staging areas where they can load each set of, you know, like, hey, we're going to bring them up and shut 8 or 10 in here and bringing them down from that side. So you can kind of see, I don't know if y'all can, we might get down there and walk down, but what a catwalk is, guys, is just above the pens. There's just a set of, you know, a walkway built where you can walk around on sale day. They don't want a bunch of people. Now during a special sale, tomorrow they'll have these alleys open and people can walk in and look in these pens and see these cattle, but during a regular sale barn sale, they don't want just any average Joe walking around down there, because he's going to get run over or get hurt or something like that. So the catwalk is designed so you can just walk around, view the different cattle over the tops of over their backs and look at them and get a kind of an idea of what you're looking at. Like, I'm pretty sure those are our heifers, part of our heifers right there. I think they went ahead and split our heifers into 2 groups. We had 4 head that were 7 months bred. We had 6 head that were 8 months bred. So I'm pretty sure they were going to go ahead and split those up and run them as 2 smaller groups. So let's walk and look. Jared had them come in and fix everything up for sheep and goats too, huh?
I know. Yeah, I was just now noticing that.
Yeah, so
They just started their sheep and goat sale, right?
Yes, I think they just started back up recently. So
Pretty cool. That's a nice looking tub over there.
Yeah. This is a pretty big barn, really.
I know.
But we've got Angus heifers there, then a set of Brangus heifers right here. We've got some Herefords, some chocolate tiger stripes. I know it's you know, chocolate Brayfords is, I guess, what you'd say. Some more Brangus type heifers. Some nice little red Brahmins right there. Some super baldies. Got a little bit of everything. Some Charolais, some horn Herefords. We might sell ours and buy another little set back.
We don't have any grass.
We got hay and a feed barn.
And you're gonna be, how are you gonna buy stuff when you're?
I'll give you the sign. Let's come up with turn it around so we're both in it. What we can do is, there's nothing wrong with the sales staff buying livestock. Also, that's no.
So what's our sign gonna be?
I don't know. Maybe if
That's not obvious at all.
I'm just scratching my ear. Yeah.
What if your ear itched throughout the sale sometime and you have me buying the super?
I'll be like, no.
Oh gosh.
What's something? What if it's just a hat tip, like?
No.
Or get these right here.
That
these.
That
Yeah, there we go.
Work.
It's pretty good tiger stripes out here. So
I'll just buy tiger stripes. I mean, I don't even need a sign for that. Yeah.
So now we're down here in the alleyway. We're gonna walk through and kind of look at some stuff. So
if you read on the thing, it says we're in the South Alley.
South Alley, yeah.
Just FYI.
So nice little set of tiger striped heifers here. 5, 6, 7 months bred. Oh, there's a 4 in there. 6, 7, yeah.
I already told Cody that if I had a buyer's card tomorrow, I would bid on these girls right here. So
we're just gonna kind of walk through now. We may not even talk, but this may just be something where you put some music and just video the different kinds, and then let us know which ones you like the best in the comments down below.
Tiger stripes have my heart.
See, I'm a super baldy guy. That's my love.
Yeah, see, we definitely differ just a little. I like everything though. All right, guys, so we made it to the sale barn, and Cody's been here since like 8 o'clock this morning, but I had to go to the laundry or dry cleaners and get our internet fixed this morning. So I just got here, and let's go in and see Cody do his thing.
Well, it's close enough to noon, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, we just want to welcome everybody out to the first annual front pasture replacement sale. We've got a good offering for y'all today. I mean, you ought to everybody be able to find something they like here today. We've got pairs, we've got heavy breds, short breds, medium breds. We've got some open heifers, lots and lots of open heifers for you folks that are looking for upcoming county fair projects. So, but first and foremost, let's open this up with a prayer. So if everybody will move your hats and bow your head with me. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity to live in the greatest nation on earth, Lord, and arguably the best state on this nation, Lord. We just thank you for the opportunity to be involved in agriculture each and every day. We thank you for the men and women that provided these cattle for us today, for the folks that are in the back working, Lord. We just ask a blessing of protection over all the livestock and the men and women that are helping to keep them pushed up and yarded back, Lord. We just ask that they be a great day for us, Lord. We just thank you for the sunshine. We thank you for the rain you've sent us. We thank you for the men and women that fight for our freedoms. But most of all, we thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, who paid the ultimate sacrifice on the cross for our sins. It's in his name that we pray and we ask forgiveness. Amen. All right, well, we're about ready to get started here. We've got Mr. Bodie Gist here as our auctioneer today. Got Jared Hunt, the owner of Clifton Livestock Commission, here in the ring with us. If at any point, if you got a question, you need something, find somebody in a black shirt. They'll answer any questions you got. We got DV Auction here with us for the folks that are wanting to bid online. Real quick, before anything, be sure you have registered with the buyer's desk and you have a number if you're planning on bidding. Be sure you go get you a number. A little bit of housekeeping. The guys putting this on have decided that we won't do any loading out until after the last calf sale. So we're not going to stop during the auction and let y'all load out. Y'all just going to have to sit through it all. Also, there will be no loading out of anything unless there's a check in the office, unless somebody's already made a previous plans with the guys putting on the sale here. And last but not least, the guys have decided that they're going to give each and every calf that comes through the ring today a shot of Baytril before they leave, just to be sure that nothing gets sick on you when you get home. If you don't want your calf, if you buy a set of pairs and you don't want your calf to get a shot of Baytril, just let one Case or Ryan or Joey know, and we won't do that. But other than that, we're going to be sure we get them taken care of. So without further ado, we're going to get started here on page number 1 with lot number 1. Coming out of pen N1, we got a set of tiger stripe pairs right here. These are offered by Mr. David Bray from Gatesville, Texas. They're bred, or the calves are out of Express Ranch Angus bulls. Pretty nice set to start the sale with.
All right, bought some good cows. Got some big old good stout calves on down there. 5,000, 5,100, 51, 51 down here, 51, 92, 92, 93, 53, 54, 5556, 5,600 here, 55, 55, 6 here, 55, get 5,600. Well, you don't find these every day now. 55, 5,600 out here, 56, 55, sit out here, 55, 56 here, 55, 56 here, 56 out here, 56, 55, 5,600 out here. Y'all do 6, 56. 600, 56, 56, 56, 56, 5,500. Buyer number 612. Buyer number 612. 5,500. Buyer number 612.
Coming in right behind them, we got some black white faced pairs. Bred the same way to Express Ranch bulls, coming off the David Bray Rockin' Bee Farms Ranch out of Gatesville, Texas. Rockin' Bee Farms right here. Nice little set of calves on these heifers.
Well, they are good down there. Good gentle pairs for you down here. You got some good stout calves down there. 5,000, 5,000, 51, 51, 5,100 out here.
We have 4 of them. They're going to be 4 months bred. Like I said, to 44 Farms, Wilkes, and Bear Creek Angus bulls.
Well, here's somebody's there right here. 3,250, 3,200, 3,250, 3,200, 3,200.
10 head of these Angus Plus heifers, all 7 and 8 months bred, 1 raisin, bred to R8 brown, low birth weight, red Angus bulls. When I tell you the gentle, I can fit them with my wife's car, so there'll be 10 of them in there.
Boy, big good stout Angus heifers out here. 37.50, 37 out here for the 37.50. The heavy breads now 37.50, 37 out here for the 37.50. Young and gentle now 3,800, 38.5, 30.59. But out here 39.50, 4,000, 4,050 to the 4,000, 4,050, 4,051, 4,100, 4,181 to the 41, 41, 1 half of the 41.50 now, 41.50, 41 half here to the 4,100, 41.50 out here, 41.50, 41 half, 41 for the 4,100, 41.50, 41.50, 41 half here for the 4,100, 41.50 out here, 41.50, 41.50, 41.50, 4,100. Buyer number 58, 4,100, buyer number 58, buyer number 58.
Okay, our heifer's just sold and it's freezing in there, so I'm putting this camera in Cody's truck so he can finish up the video when it's over. He did a jam-up job so far.
Well, guys, it's about 5:30 or so almost here on Saturday afternoon. I just got home from the sale. Erica left right after our heifer sold. She had some stuff going on for church, and we have our
Christmas program is coming up, and I had to get ready for tomorrow.
And tomorrow we're having our family Thanksgiving, my side of our family's Thanksgiving tomorrow. So she had to get home for that. But overall, the sale was, I would say, was a success. This was the first time these guys has ever put on a sale, a special sale. I think they had a lot of growing pains, and I think they learned a lot from it. Just, things. There's always things that you learn or that you don't even think about until you get into the middle of it. And I think that's some things they saw there. I had a good time. I was very humbled to be asked to be the guy that introduces each set of cattle as they come into the ring, like what they are, where they came from, all that kind of stuff.
You did an excellent job.
Well, I think you have a biased opinion, but thank you, dear. There were a couple of times where I was sitting I couldn't see the cattle as they were coming in, so there were a couple of times where I might have announced, hey, we got 5 head because my sale order showed that we had 5 head coming in, and by the time they got in there was 4 or there were 6, and it's like, well, then that kind of made me look like a doofus, but after a couple of those, I just decided, hey, I'm not going to say anything until they're all in the ring, and I count them myself. So, but we got through. Our heifers were, I think, number 42 on the sale list of about 109 or 10 sets of cattle on the sale list. They did exactly kind of where I thought they were going to be. I really wanted those heifers to bring somewhere around 42 to 4,300 is what I really wanted them to bring.
I got my hopes up when the Brangus, heavy bred Brangus, sold at the very beginning.
Yeah. What'd they bring?
Were 42 or 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And then ours didn't. But
ours ended up bringing 4,100, which they still made a profit. And I'm going to go over that with you guys here in just a minute and kind of show you. Because we get a question a lot of times like, how do y'all make money doing that? Or how can you can't make money doing that kind of stuff or doing this. And I'm going to show you, this has kind of been something we've been doing for a long time. 8 or 10 years we've been buying and selling replacement females. And this is kind of an example of how that works for us. And so I'll just kind of break that down. But I thought the cattle did well. I recognize the guy that bought them, the man and wife that bought them. I've seen them at special sales before. I don't know their names, but I did see them. Overall, I think the cattle did pretty good as far as everyone's cattle, not just ours. There were lots of good quality cattle there. We had some good buyers. I think the farthest I saw anybody was out of Colorado, bought some cattle, sold some in Oklahoma, Texas. So I think the sale was a success. I think there's a lot of things to learn before the next one, but that's just part of it, is learning from the hiccups and the steps that you have on the first one. So without further ado, let's go over whether or not these cattle made profit or not. Do we want to put that in this video, or does that need to be a whole separate video? Let's just stick it in here, right? Yeah. Is anybody going to be around this long?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you got to stick till the end if you want to know if they made a profit.
Okay. So all right, I'll just let Mom hold it. So, so there was 10 of these heifers. We purchased them back in. I think when I look back, we bought them in June or July. I think we
had these a while.
I think it was July.
Yeah.
And we kept them a little longer than we normally like to keep them. I'd really like to trade these cattle or sell them within 30 to 60 days of buying them. But when I bought them, they were 3 and 4 months bred, and we kept them. They were 7 and 8 months bred now. So 4 months. So July, August, September, October. Well, if we bought them in July, it'd be August, September, October, November. So about 4 months. The purchase price was $3,650 a head. That's what we gave for them. And I had $20 in hauling. I paid my cousin $20 a head, so it was $200 to haul them home from the sale, because the sale that I bought them at, I bought them online, just sitting in my living room right here, and bought them. And I had my cousin's, actually his daughter, bring them home for me. And then I've got on here feed, $10 a head. I didn't really spend any feed on these. I didn't buy any feed for these heifers. About 10 sacks of cubes, just about once a week. Not even once a week. I mean, we were cubing them just ever so often. We just give them a sack of cubes. I didn't put out any hay for them. I had good grazing for them. So really all they've been doing is just eating grass. I also added in here lease. So what I did was I said around here, you know, like if my place was going to be for lease, if I wanted to rent it to somebody, it would bring about $15 an acre, and it would take about 10 acres to run a cow on. So $150 for a full year's worth of lease. I'm just going to say these heifers were on these pasture for 6 months, so I charged them 6 months worth of lease. So 150 divided by 2 is $75, and we're at the point that I'm looking at this as an investment, not as an expense, because we didn't borrow money from the bank to buy these heifers. We just paid for them. So I'm saying that this is what we did here was like us investing the money to purchase these animals in the, in a stock market or something like that, and getting an annual return. So how much of a return did we get on that? So I'm earning what I would call, it's not necessarily interest, but I'm earning a return on it by them progressing in their pregnancy cycles from 3 and 4 months to 7 and 8 months. I'm going to get a return on that. So all of my expenses added up. The purchase price per head was $3,650. The haul and the feed and the lease came to $3,755 a head. Okay. We do have another expense, but I have to get to that on this next page. So flip that over. So those heifers sold today, their sale price was $4,100 per head. So the 10 head, the total amount was $41,000 is what their sale price was. So $4,100 a head. Okay. We pay a commission, which was a standard commission for a sale like this is 6%. And in that 6%, the company that puts on the sale, they're paying for advertising, they're renting a barn, like this one had a meal provided for anybody that came, they got barbecue sandwiches. All those expenses are taken care of by the company, so to speak, or the individual that's putting on the special sale. They charge you a commission. Here it's 6% just because what their job is to bring in buyers that you might not normally have access to so that your cattle bring a premium. So commission at this sale was 6%. The $4,100 times 6% comes to $246 per head in commission. So if I subtract this $246 commission from the sale price, my check is going to be $3,854 per head. So if I take that and I subtract my cost that I've had in them, which is the calf or the heifers, the feed, the lease, and the hauling of $3,755, that leaves a profit after commission and all expenses of $99 a head. That doesn't sound like a whole lot for 4 to 6 months worth of watching over them, right? I agree, but let's look at it in the terms of an annual percentage rate or annual return on your investment. So if we flip over to the next page, we had, on an annual return basis, we cleared $99 off of a $3,650 investment over the course. Like I said, we're figuring this on 6 months. So when you divide 99 by 3,650, which is the initial cost of the heifers, we come up with a $2 or 2.7% return, but that would be over a full year. If that's what you made over a full year, since this was only on 6 months, we're going to multiply that times 2 to get an annual return. So that would be an annual return of 5.4% on that $3,650 initial investment. I'm sure some of y'all are going to find some problems with that, but that's a pretty generic just breakdown of what those cattle did. So I'm happy with getting a 5 to 6% return. You know, you could put that maybe in a CD or something and earn a little more and probably not have as much risk, but it ain't near as much fun either. It ain't near as exciting as getting to feed your animals every day, or look through them, not feed them, but drive through them and look at them. It's not near as exciting as watching them sell and that excitement of knowing, hey man, they're doing really good. Here's something else I would like to add back in that I didn't figure it yet, but normally we don't sell at a special sale. So that $246 commission, the way we normally sell private treaty, is cut down to $15 or $20. So if we add back in, let's just say we added back another $200 that we paid in the commission at this sale. If we'd have done private treaty, we would have got to keep that money ourselves if they brought the same $400. Now we're looking at what? About a 15% return on our investment. That's really good, right? So there's definitely ways to make money. There's more. The heifers might have made us more money had we sold on private treaty versus putting them in the sale, but I felt like since we were asked to be a part of this as the, helping in the ring there, that I needed to have some cattle in it, so I put them in there. And I'm definitely 100% satisfied with what they did. I'm not knocking anything. I'm just kind of trying to break it down so you guys can see it and understand it. So.
And if you think about, like, the goal of this is usually to, the way we try to do it is buy some more often during the year, sell them private treaty. So if you're looking at how often we turn them over during the year versus keeping these for 4 months and selling them that way.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at
Nala.
Like Mom said, normally we would have liked to have sold them like in the 4 to 6 months. So we really only own them 4 months. I did all my figures off of 6, but normally we would have liked to have sold at least 2 sets in that time frame. So then if and use the same kind of initial investment, that $3,650 a head, pretty close as we could be. Had we been able to do that and sold on private treaty, well, that same $3,600 in 4 months would have been a 30% return if it would have, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys is sometimes, like for us, keeping mama cows on this place, we would never see that kind of return. I mean, we'd have too much in feed, we'd have too much invested in, acreage for them, and yes, we were able to run those heifers. I mean, realistically, I had those heifers not even on 40 acres. We allotted 100 acres of land. We gave them each 10 acres apiece in our lease contract there for 6 months. When really those heifers have really been on, for the first month and a half we had them, they were in 5 acres here in front of the house. So I could have really cut those numbers down. And the last part, they were on about 20 acres of some grass right there. So there, you may have to look outside the box to be able to make your place profitable. Running mama cows doesn't work for me because it doesn't produce the income we need it to do. But trading a few sets of heifers during the spring and summer when we have good grass is profitable for us, and it makes a difference. So just something to think about, guys. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. I know we've had a good time making it. It's going to be kind of bittersweet. Is that the word I'm looking for?
I know. I was so sad last night. Did I video it on here? I'll have to put in the video. Is that what you're talking about? Not having the heifers?
Yeah, not having the heifers. I mean, they recognized us when we were walking by the sale barn. I mean, she was 97 until we put their ear tags in her that would eat out of my hand. I mean, she's sticking her head over the fence at the sale barn and licking my fingers and stuff. So
and I was like, oh.
But I know they went to a good home, and I know those people are going to take care of them. You can just tell about people, and looking at that husband and wife that bought them, I can just tell they're going to take good care of them. They're going to
we had them too long. We got attached.
Got attached. Well, we didn't name them, but it's going out in the morning and not seeing them go from being 4 months bred where you can barely even tell they got a calf in them, to seeing some of them are already kind of big around and starting to get that old sag in their belly and be like, you're just not going to see them ever again, and that's kind of bittersweet.
And now we're going into winter, so.
But which is good. I don't want to have to be feeding them all winter every bite they get. I don't want to have to be calving calves out in the middle of the winter time, checking heifers in the middle of the night. So our plan worked out right for us. We got them bought, we got them sold before winter hits, and it's good to go.
Yep.
All right. Well, hope y'all have enjoyed this. We've had a good time with it. And until next time, y'all keep ranching and praying.
I think our kid is still at work.
You don't think they went to town?
His pickup was still at the house.
Well, let's go up there. We gotta go get the mail.
And his location's off because when he switched his phone,
he's off gallivanting with somebody.
Oh, whatever.
I guarantee
he had to get a new phone, and they had to turn the location off to switch his phone over. And
he never
he
turned it
hasn't
back
turned
on.
It was been like 24 hours or something. Please.
Adios.